Look at that beautiful sunset. I wanted to start out the video just by kind of showing that sometimes we don't take for granted the beautiful thing, the simplest things God gave us. Man, that is absolutely beautiful. Hopefully you guys are having a great day today. It's kind of a later video. I've been working hard at the things I've been chasing, and I don't want to spoil anything because science has shown that if you speak things before you get it done, that you get some form of dopamine, and it really messes with your chase at what you're doing. Once I get it out there, I will obviously share it with you guys and show you what I've been working on, but I am not gonna share it just yet. Just know I'm working on something, and hopefully it's gonna be something big that helps me get closer to quitting my full-time job. So that's obviously the goal of all this. But today we are out here in Wisconsin. If you can't tell, I'm out here visiting family, and it is pretty cold today. It's a lot colder than yesterday. Feels like -6 where I'm at right now. And yeah, the wind, I don't know, right now it's not that windy, but you'll probably hear it eventually, blow it into the microphone, but it is chilly. And I really don't know still what to talk about on these talks. I just kind of like to talk to the camera. I think today we got to talk about some form of discipline, man, because yesterday we talked about giving up on yourself. Now so many people they get the littlest bit of doubt in their mind, and it's game over. You know what I'm saying? I said that a lot last time. I was watching the video and I kept saying, you know what I'm saying? But it's serious. You guys got to know what I'm saying. So I think today we're going to talk about discipline and how, it's kind of a broken record with, you got to be disciplined over motivation and you got to do this. But it's like, it is relevant. A lot of people don't have that discipline. You got to get in your mind, you have to get out of your mind when you are psyching yourself out and about to give up on yourself. But you have to get in your mind and build that discipline. So when you wake up and you feel that urge to not get to work, you gotta get in your mind and find that little thing of, hey, no, that's not gonna fly. We aren't gonna just sit and listen to our mind. We gotta get after it, okay? And it takes time. It takes a lot of time to build up that discipline. Now, here's some steps on how you can do that, man. Number one, when you don't feel like doing something, go and do it. No matter what it is, whether it's cleaning your house, going to the gym, doing some form of something you don't like to do, you gotta go and do it anyway. It doesn't matter what it is. That's gonna build up that mental, that I don't even know what it is. It's just something in your brain that the more you do it, even when you don't wanna do it, it just builds that. It builds that strength of doing it, okay? So every time you have that, I don't want to do this, you got to be like, nope, gonna go do it right now. That's exactly what you got to do. Number two, consistency. Discipline and consistency tie hand in hand together. If you have one but not the other, it doesn't matter that you have discipline. If you're not consistently applying this discipline that you are working towards, you're cooked. You're not going to get that, you're not going to keep going. So, and if you have consistency, but you aren't disciplined, if you have consistency, you're going to have some form of discipline. So it's like, they go hand in hand. So you got to have consistency. We just mentioned, every time you have that, I don't want to do this, do it anyway. And you're gonna it's gonna get stronger and stronger and stronger until it's just second nature. Like I was saying yesterday, before you give up on yourself, all this stuff, it just compiles until finally you get that where it's like, I got it now. You know what I'm saying? Here we go again with me saying that. But it's fine. But that's what I'm saying with consistency. You gotta stay consistent. With consistency, every time you think, I don't want to do this, but you do it anyway, and you do it over and over and over again, you build this strength in your mind where your mind realizes, oh, okay, whenever this happens, he's not going to give up. So your brain will start working to make sure that you have the strength and willpower and just the courage to go after it. You know what I'm saying? You guys just have to bear with me if I say that. Now that I pointed it out, more people are going to see it, but it's fine. But this consistency and, you know, whenever something sucks, you do it right away. Number 3, I'll start turning around now because, as you guys see, it's just a long ass road. Excuse my language. I'm trying not to curse. That's one thing I'm working on myself. But number 3 with discipline is that effort goes a long ways. Effort. And it kind of ties into what the other things we were saying. But effort is, you know, even the slightest bit of effort. I tell my friends this, okay? So every day, if you're trying to break something, let's say like a bad habit you're trying to break, the littlest baby steps every single day of consistently doing it when it sucks, and even the smallest effort of breaking that. Let's do vaping, for example, okay? So when someone is vaping and they're doing it every single day and they're hitting it, a small baby step would be, okay, I like to hit it before bed. I'm not going to hit my vape before bed tonight. They do that and they build that little baby step, and it starts that consistency. The next day they're like, okay, I didn't do it before bed. How about that's dope. Hold on. I'm not going to show this guy's mailbox number, but it's like here, we'll do it like the front view. It's a bullet. You can't really see because of snow, but it's a bullet. That's really cool. But what I gotta say, so the day before you didn't do it before bed, okay? Today, I'm gonna not do it after lunch, because I do it after lunch a lot. And you don't do it before lunch, okay? That's another baby step. You just keep building these little baby step wins until one day you realize, hey, I'm ready to quit. I did all these baby steps, and I'm one more step to the top. I'll fully stop. So those 3 things alone are like the big box of in the box of discipline, where if you have those 3 things, those are just like the basic things that you need to have great discipline. And if one of those is off, man, the whole thing's gonna just kind of be torn apart. It's not gonna work, and you're gonna find out it's a lot harder. Okay? You know, I know a lot of motivational guys, whatever, you know, I don't like to call myself a motivational guy because I don't like motivation. I like discipline. Discipline is my, like, bread and butter, bread and rock. But you need to have discipline, man. Because let's take my journey, for example. I grew up athletic, played football, I did all this stuff. But there was a time where I stopped working out and doing anything athletic. And man, that's beautiful. I'm sorry. Look at that nice pigsky. But there was a time where I just wasn't athletic, and I had to get that back. So it's also part of discipline. I feel like this helps. It's not like necessarily needed, but hating the situation you are in so bad, it does wonders. So when I started working out, I was like 160 soaking wet, okay? And it finally snapped in my brain where I was like, I absolutely hate being this way. I was a skinny drug addict. I was on probation, and my life was just looking like I was going nowhere. Absolutely nowhere. I didn't have God in my life at the time. I grew up believing in Jesus, so I knew he was real, but at the time I felt like I was just angry at the Lord because I just wasn't educated enough. But that's when I think the gym really is what started my transformation, because, you know, the first day, you know, something like I was just saying, something snapped in me where I hated my situation so much, where I just couldn't deal with being a skinny loser anymore. So every day I went, it sucked, but it was like that little reminder. It's like a little alarm in your head where it's like, you're doing this so you don't have to be this loser anymore. One day you're going to look back. You're not going to be that loser anymore. And you're going to it's going to be so great. And right now I'm realizing the reason I got so hyped up, because right now is that time. I'm looking back and I'm seeing I'm not a drug addict anymore. I'm sober. This is the longest I've been sober since I was a kid. I'm going to the gym every day. I got Jesus Christ in my life. I got a great family. I'm working hard to start a business. Like, this is the most blessed I've ever been in my life. And I know there's just going to be more and more coming. So thank you, Lord. But it's like, it all comes from discipline, the strength of discipline, and having that little reminder in your head, hey, of like hating your situation so much to change, that comes from the Lord. That's the Lord telling you, hey, you got to flip that, man. This isn't you, okay? So those are just the basics, okay? I can make an hour-long video on this, and maybe one day I will. But and when it feels like -6 outside, and it's quite chilly out today, I'm not gonna do that right today. And I'm just starting out, so in the future, I think I'm gonna do that, where I kind of revisit old video ideas and actually write out a script and just explain it better to you guys. Because this is just me talking off script, what I'm thinking about on a walk to you guys, to build a personal brand and a community with you guys, so I have something to be proud of. Because I've always wanted to have something like that online, where I have like a community and a personal image online of like someone who wasn't a loser. That it was me growing up as a loser. I always thought, man, it would be so great if I just had like a community or me online that showed I wasn't such a loser, that I'm actually trying and making my way through this as best as I can. And that's why I know yesterday we were going around the reasons of why I started this channel, but that's another reason right there, because I'm making I'm fulfilling that promise to my younger self, that I would become that person online. Even if I make hundreds and hundreds of videos and I only get like a couple subscribers, I will still make some videos for not only those people, but like I said yesterday, this is for my younger self, man. If I had these videos when I was on my younger self, would have been phenomenal. But those are just the basics. I hope that helps someone. I know it was kind of felt a little cookie cutter. I apologize if it wasn't the best. But like I said, this was just me. These videos are just me talking and walking and enjoying outside, enjoying talking to the camera, and just trying to better help people. Because there might be someone who watches this video and doesn't understand any aspect of discipline. And those 3 steps, I think, are like the biggest that you can have in your journey to practice discipline and get better. So one last look at that beautiful sunset. That is absolutely beautiful. But I'm about to head back inside. It is desperately cold. As you see, my hands are pretty red. But I really hope that helps someone. And I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If this didn't help you guys, or if you enjoyed just kind of sitting here listening to me yap, I would definitely appreciate if you guys like and subscribe. Obviously turn on that bell option, and I really hope we start helping more people. That's my goal. I just want to help people, you know what I'm saying? So we will do this tomorrow. I'm probably going to be here tomorrow too, so hopefully it's a little warmer, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I hope that helps someone, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.